Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Let me see who in the building before I get started, baby. Because I got some things to say. I did not want to do this. I wanted it to stay on the back end, but because it was brought to the front end, I guess I gotta speak my piece. Hey Lakey. Hold on, y'all. Let me see who in here. Hey Nita. Hey, Miss Lucinda. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Miss Beverly Harris. Hey, Rebecca Cry. Hey, Miss Rebecca Belton. Let's see who else in here. Hey, Latoya, 714, Miss Ramona. We got Coco Austin. We got my bro Terry, Miss E. We got Miss Geraldine. We got, hold up, let me go down. Miss Denise, Antasia, my girl Kaysen, Latoya Jackson, Deborah R. We got Tanisha. We got Miss Charlene, Trina B. Holmes, Miss Cheryl Phillips, Miss Margaret Mason, Kay Monet, Bahama Gal. We got Infinity Lips and Lashes, Rakita. We got Moi, Brandy Gibson, Honey Williams, Sanea. Hold up, y'all. She Don't Do Ops, Kathy Walker, Jade Lee. We got India, Kim Jones, I Love You More. My girl T, Kim Kobe, Caramel Cutie, NXS, Tracy Johnson. We got Miss Ilka, Sweetly Favored, Blueberry Boots, JJ, Erica Hayes, Miss Shari, Miss Green Eyes, Queen of Her Throne, Tamika McCann, Christy Smith, Chloe A, Barbie Doll, Tokyo Blues, Miss Brenda, Miss Lisa, Cancer 66, Tanelia. We got Kate Brown, Lachelle's, Black Widow. My name is Carissa. I know y'all, it's so much going on. Kayla Lewis, Miss Andy 116, Blessed Queen, Sapphire Virgo, Miss Cheryl Wagner, Get Right with LB, Christine Young, Basha, what's up, Chica? We got my girl Vet. Who else? Ace Stokes, Miss Glenda Johnson, Lil Mama, JB, Risa Cup, 56. We got Bella, what is that? R. Edwards. We got Respectfully April, Miss Shawnee, Queen Sag, Miss Test to You, Real Talk Vibes. Shout out to everybody in the building. This live won't be long, y'all. I'm going to speak my piece on this. And then we moving on with the content because at this point I'm so over it. Hey, talk sweet to Scorpio Goddess. Let's say as I said before, I did not want to do this, y'all, but it was brought to the internet and it should have stayed on the back end because I feel like, okay, the way I carry my platform is how I carry my platform. I keep the drama away from my platform. What I said in private was private. I have personal feelings just like everybody else, and I have an opinion just like everybody else. Just like how a lot of you guys message me and express your opinions about stuff that go on that y'all don't agree with. It stays on the back end. I can't help another person's actions, and how they choose to move. I prefer to not address it because I feel like it was personal at the end of the day. But because it was brought here and it's painting a narrative that Pac is just a bad guy and she be snaking her friends and this and that. Child, bye. First of all, me and Retta were not friends. I repeat, we were not friends. We did have a friendship at a point in time, but in those V notes that were months ago, we were not friends. We were cordial. Yeah, we were still speaking this and that. I'm cordial to everybody. I mean, if I don't have no real beef with you, this is the internet. I'm cordial to everybody. That don't mean I don't feel a way about certain things that are done publicly. But when you think you talking to somebody in private and expressing your feelings, you're not thinking it's going to come to the platform or somebody going to be malicious and put it all over the internet. Everybody vents to somebody at the end of the day. I've been in this saga since the beginning. I've seen a lot of things, I've heard a lot of things, and I've received a lot of receipts. So I pretty much know everything that goes on. Literally, y'all don't know the half, and I tell y'all this all the time. But anyways, as far as Retta is concerned, so she went live yesterday and pretty much painted this narrative that I never reached out to her. That is a lie. Initially, when that girl, I'm not going to say her name, started putting the V notes out, I called Retta. We had almost a 30-minute conversation, what I would consider a heart to heart, which I shouldn't have had to even do that, because this is the thing. I don't feel like when something like that is done, if you no longer have a relationship with somebody, why do you have to explain why you said certain things? I never understood that about the internet. Maybe I move differently, but as far as how I move in my real life, if I feel like somebody moving shady, or if I know something has been said about me or done towards me, if I want to cut somebody off or no longer associate myself with somebody, that's my business. That's my business. That's just like if I'm close to somebody outside of YouTube and they decide they want to come to the internet and put all our personal business on the internet. It's up to me whether or not I want to address it. I ain't scared. Can't nobody do nothing to me on the internet. What can be done to me? Can't nobody come to Louisiana and whip my ass. So I'm definitely not scared, but I move a certain way on my platform. And I expressed all of these. I even told Retta why I felt the way I felt. Things got back to me. It was certain ways that she was moving, which is why to keep it a buck, she actually distanced herself. And this is why I didn't want to do this, because I prefer to do things as a grown woman and keep it away from the internet. When that girl initially put started putting the V notes out, I called Retta. We had almost a 30-minute conversation. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to tell y'all the dates. On June 27th. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. June 27th, we talked for 23 minutes. I told her how I felt. I said, and I didn't even get to tell her everything because I had something going on. We ended up getting off the phone. I probably was busy that day or whatever, but I didn't feel the need to, because when you grown, if you decide to stop dealing with somebody, that should be your business. And that's why I didn't want it to come to the platform, because if this is between me and her, why do the supporters have to be involved? Like, that's when you put the supporters in the midst of it and you say certain things and they not know how Pac feel. So now it's like y'all have to make a choice or decide who y'all want to support, and the platform shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Retta don't take her platform serious. She come out when she come out, and I take my platform serious. I conduct my platform as a business, which is why I keep the drama away from my platform. She don't move how I move, and she knows this. Secondly, and I hate to even go into this, but I feel like I have to now, since Pac is being painted as a backstabber and a snake. Whenever I talked to Retta that day, when that girl initially released those V notes, I told Retta on the phone, I said, I talked a lot of shit. And I also told her how I felt. I said, you was doing this. I felt like you was moving funny when we had a conversation about, it was some stuff with Ashley D or whatever. And if y'all remember, whenever me and Sweet Mouth fell out, Ashley D was talking a hella crap about me, whatever. We was on a live, on Retta Live, and she said what she said, and I felt like I never did nothing to her. So why would you try to come after somebody who never wronged you, right? So I guess, as time progressed, Retta and Ashley D made amends, whatever. And she came to me one day or whatever, and I'm not gonna bring nobody else into it, but so I'm gonna just say she came to me one day and she was like, Ashley D want to make amends, she want to apologize, whatever. And I told her just like this. I said, I never done nothing to that girl. I choose not to form no type of relationship with her or none of that, because once you do something to me, that's a wrap. I don't fool with you no more. So, me and her were kind of going back and forth about that conversation. And she said, well, Pac is only YouTube. And I felt like when she said that, you disregarded my feelings. So that was one thing. Because once I feel like you moving shady, that's a wrap. I have the power to choose who I want to associate with. Can't nobody control how I feel. This is the internet. I have friends for over 20 something years. Literally. Like, I don't take this that serious. But also, I can choose who I want to deal with and who I do not want to deal with. And I told Retta that day. And when she said, well, this is only the internet, I told her I felt like she disregarded my feelings. And she was like, well, you can't tell me who I can be friends with. But that wasn't the point. Because if you telling me 1 minute, well, it's just gonna be cordial, she want to make amends, it's only YouTube, I'm not gonna be on panels and talking like this, whatever. But then I see on the slide you on the panel, or Ashley D go live and she say, oh, Retta, I'm gonna call you after this. So now I feel like you're moving shady, period. Next, we had kind of distanced ourselves and hadn't really been talking, right? Okay, the stuff come out with Miss Amora. Miss Amora going in, she did what she did, was dragging the content creators, this and that. Next thing you know, I get a call from Retta, out the blue. Retta tells me she's talking to Miss Amora. I did not like that because of the things that have been done. So now if I got people telling me you talking shit about me and you supposed to be my friend, people, and I'm not going to put them in this because I'm not going to throw nobody under the bus. Just know I know things that you said, period. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. But if I find out you talking to them, one thing they can't say about Pac is Pac ran to the other side when shit got heavy. Cause I don't move like that. If I support RH, I support RH. Period. Because I support him because I believe that what, is the right thing to do. And he did not do those things based off of me covering this story. I don't need a friend that bad to where I'm going to go run to the other side and just be talking all kind of. When I talk to Ashley, it's because I trusted her. Period. She decided to put my V notes out, whatever, it happened. But that was another reason. I found out she was talking to Miss Amora on the back end. It got back to me that Miss Amora had did a members only live. And she was basically hinting at conversations that she had with Retta talking about me. Out the blue, Retta reaches out. And I found it very funny. She reached out just randomly out the blue and said, I have never had a conversation about you with Amora. I'm like, well, damn. I never even messaged you and said that. So I figured she wanted to get ahead of it before it actually got put out or Amora said whatever the conversation was, whatever. So I looked at that as shady, right? Y'all following me? See, I did not want to do this because I'm grown. And if I decide to disassociate myself with somebody, that's my business. I shouldn't have to come on my platform and tell everybody why I did what I did. We could have just kept it pushing like we was doing before as grown women. If I feel like you moving shady, I shouldn't have to explain. Even then, yes, she did reach out. She did reach out after the fact and tried to talk to me one day or whatever. And I told her I was at a family function. We had stuff going on because she wanted to talk on the phone. And, I had stuff going on. So I was like, can you send it in a V note? And she was like, well, it's a lot or something like that, y'all. I don't even want to put our personal, stuff out there. So I'm kind of summarizing. But she was like, it was a lot, but I understand if you don't want to talk to me. And we left it at that. I never responded. When I come on YouTube, I'm still cordial. Still speak. But if I say something in private to somebody that I'm thinking I'm confiding in, that's my business. Period. That's my business. It might have sounded harsh because you hear me saying the B word this, the B word that, but that's how we speak. And Retta, you know this. You speak like that. We would speak like that to each other. So for you to plant the seed and make it seem like, oh, it was so disrespectful, da, 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 and then for you to say that this is my karma, that because this girl put out my V notes, that's not karma. So if I come on my platform and start putting out the V notes of the shit we talk, is that your karma? Or is that vindictive and malicious on my part? That's not karma. That's wrong. Like, make it make sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Y'all know how I run my platform. Pac ain't scared of nothing or nobody. Can't nobody do me nothing on the internet. I'm a different breed, baby. I promise you. Those were personal messages. I expressed how I felt. And if y'all listen to the messages and really hear them, y'all gonna hear what I was saying. We was talking about the messy shit that was going on. All the messy shit. When I said Retta only come to YouTube because of the mess, pay attention. Period. Y'all can see it for yourselves. Like, let's keep it a buck. Retta, how many times did I have to try to talk you off the ledge from messy shit? You even said that on your own platform. It was so many times Pac and Chatty had to talk me off the ledge because I would, you only come when you gotta address some shit and you gotta take accountability for that because you know that's a fact. You said it out of your own mouth. You only come when it's some messy shit. When it's something you gotta address or whatever. And you shouldn't even have to do that. If you don't take YouTube serious, then it shouldn't even be that serious. But the stuff that I spoke about in those V notes is what was going on. Granted, like I say, my tone might have been a little harsh, but that's how I speak. I don't curse on my platform because this is a business. This is a business. Everybody don't take this serious like I do. But I do. I take my platform serious, which is why there are blurred lines because some people can come on their platforms and do messy shit and say this and that because they don't take it serious. But Pac do. Pac do. And let's get to the panel. The panel that I had with the ladies. That panel was planned in advance. If y'all remember, y'all were in the comments saying, I wish somebody would do a panel with all the ladies, whatever. So that's what stemmed the idea. Pac wanted to do that panel to show that, we don't have to be friends. We can be cordial. We can be grown women and still keep it professional. That wasn't on no fake shit. I didn't have a rapport with most of those ladies up there. Or a personal relationship. How can I be snaking somebody that I don't have a personal relationship with? Let's keep it a buck. Like, let's be for real. But that's why I did that panel, y'all, to show that we can be mature adults on some business shit and leave the beefing and the personal ish out of it. That wasn't, and Retta, me and her were actually texting. The only reason why I did not call, because I seen a lot of people saying, Pac should have reached out. Pac did reach out. I literally just told y'all that we had a whole conversation when those messages initially started coming out. And let me go back to that, because I still ate that. The fact that I know this girl done said stuff about me. Like, y'all, everybody's experience with people will be different. I recognize the shady shit. It's a lot of times Retta went live and would be live and said, if I fell out with somebody on YouTube, it ain't because it's a fault of my own. She done did that several times. Like, y'all got to pay attention. And I'm not going to disrespect her because she didn't call me out my name. So I'm not going to disrespect her, but I'm going to keep it real though. I'm going to keep it real since we brought it to YouTube. Because we could have kept this like grown women behind the scenes. But because you wanted to gaslight the supporters and say, oh, she never reached out. I did indeed reach out. You forgot to tell them about that phone call. And you forgot to tell them we were texting back and forth. And I'm not even going to put our messages out there. No, Lux Pearl, no. I'm not saying no. You have to rewind it and listen. I'm not saying I believe Nate. That's not what I'm saying. What I said was she told me that she was having conversations with Nate. Nate at that I don't even want to say Nate, Miss Amora. At that time she was, Miss Amora was going hard. Like she was doing a lot of malicious stuff to the content creators. And that was one of the reasons why I, kind of kept my distance, because I had already knew that of some things that she had said about me, y'all. So now you having conversations with Amora. Like she admitted to talking to Amora, so it is what it is. But word got back to me that Miss Amora did a members only live, and was kind of hinting at some conversations that were had about me, whatever. So that's why I said that. It's not that I believe what she said. Come on now, y'all been following me for a while. But I'm gonna get to that part too. But where was I at? Y'all made me forget. That's why I didn't want to read the comments, because I'll be forgetting my train of thought, child. But yeah, y'all, like, I just didn't feel the need to have to come to the platform and say, oh, this is why me and such don't deal with each other no more. But because she came live, it put me in a tight spot. Now I gotta say why I, disassociated myself, whatever. But we were definitely texting. Retta even said she was probably going to be on the panel. Like, and then to hear when Amber go live and say, oh, Retta want me to be mad at Lupac, like, that's messed up. Because that's not the energy that you was giving me behind the scenes. And I even told her, I said, if you could tell me right now that you never said anything about me, and this is what me still knowing that she did, because I know the conversations we had. And she swore that she never said nothing. And then I said, well, you know what? I take full accountability, and I apologize for speaking about you in an ill manner. I told her that over the phone and in text. So why would you go live and make the supporters think that, oh, nobody's, caring about my and I shouldn't even have to do that, because if we're not speaking, we're not cool, we're not beefing. But why, in what world do we live in where you got to start explaining stuff like that to people that you're no longer in contact with? Like, y'all got to make it make sense. That is crazy to me. But anyways, now on to the situation with Toya. Y'all keep saying, oh, you said hurtful things about the family, whatever. I will say this. I do want to apologize to Dawn, if you're watching, because one thing I can say about Dawn, even though I put you and Toya in the same comparison, you don't be going live and begging. You don't be constantly asking people. You put your cash app up like everybody else, but you don't be doing it. So I take that back, and I do apologize for saying that about you, because you really don't. Now, on to Toya. Oh Lord, have mercy. I can't take back what I said about Toya, because that's how I felt in that moment. I don't agree with people smoking weed in front of kids on live. I don't agree with that. Like, that's my opinion. What was I supposed to come out publicly and say that? Like, if I don't agree with it, I don't agree with it. Like, make it make sense. Also, about the being on live, filling out medical forms and this and that, I don't agree with that. I feel like some things should be kept off of the internet. Y'all can't take that from me. If I don't agree with certain things, I don't agree with it. Period. I would never go live and publicly embarrass somebody and say certain things because I don't agree with it. No, those things were put out not by me, maliciously. Period. Like, make it make sense. Let's see something. We gonna be right here, and I'm not doing this no more. Amber, pay me the beef. This is it. After this live, save it because I'm not addressing nothing else. I stand on everything I said. I can't take back what I said, y'all. Like, I can't, I said it. If I didn't agree with something, if I felt away in that moment, that's how I felt. Like, that's how I felt. I can't take it back. It's stuff that did happen with Toya that y'all don't even know. And that involves me. And I was gonna go into detail, but I'm not even doing it. Like, I just don't want to do it, y'all. I don't want to do it. I'm over this. I'm done with it. I'm moving forward in my content because I was gonna really break it all down on this live, but I'm not doing it. If I said it, I felt like that in the moment. I had a whole conversation with a friend yesterday, a friend outside of this, and hold on, y'all. Um, okay, let me stop getting distracted. I had a conversation with a friend um outside of this, and she was like, Pop, if you said it, stand on it. That's your personal feelings. That's how you felt. You don't go back on how you felt. If you felt like that in a moment, that's how you felt. Like, period. That's how I felt, y'all. I can't take it back. If I disagreed with certain things, those were private conversations. I disagree with it. I stand on what's right on my platform as far as it concerns serious matters like DV and this and that. That's what I stand on because that situation wasn't right. Like, I don't agree with everything, just like y'all don't agree with everything. Period. But it is what it is at this point. I can't take back what I said. But I'm also not going to, act like, oh, I didn't say that. No, I said it because that's how I felt. I don't agree with everything. Oh, shoot. The doctor's office keep calling my phone. But anyways, y'all, I'm done with this. At this point, if and it's another thing too. I'm being crucified, and I hate to say this and bring this up, but we dealing with a situation where it was a point where the siblings wasn't getting along. So, and it was done publicly. And those are siblings. But an outsider, I'm being crucified because I said certain things outside of the internet, and it was brought to the internet. Like, you just can't make this up, child. But I'm done with this, y'all. Like, if you no longer want to support me because I said what I said and I felt how I felt in a moment, then that's fine. I still respect you. If you want to support me as far as moving forward with the content, because I'm no longer making connections on the internet. That is dead. I'm done with that. I'm good. I don't need friends that bad. I have outside friends, and I do have some friendships from the internet that I'm good with. But outside of that, my platform will be strictly about my content. That's it. That's all. I'm not moving forward. I'm not addressing nothing personal as far as, a personal matter or something about conversations that happen outside of this or whatever. I'm not addressing none of that. If you want to support the content, then that's fine. I've never steered my supporters wrong or scammed my supporters or none of that. So I'm washing my hands with it. I don't care who go live, who say what. I'm done with it. Periods. I said what I said. And, I apologize to some people that were affected by some of the things I said. Now, granted, like I said, as far as me feeling a way about certain things, I can't take that back. But the situation where the picture was sent about Toya and I said, she just do anything or she don't give no fucks or whatever. I did apologize for that. I text Toya. We had some words back and forth, which it should never come to the internet because that was personal. And I didn't want none of this to come to the internet. But I can't take back what I said. That's it. That's all, and I'm done with it. I'll be going live again about at 2:00 p.m. Central Time, and it's going to be about the content. Bye, y'all.